Well, hello the internet and welcome to episode 91 of Minecraft Creative. Today we are continuing work on the military base that I decided would be a fun big build to do. So we're starting off with the working dogs. Why? Because when I went to RAF Lakenheath the other week, I was really quite sad about the fact that there was a sign saying police dogs patrol the area regularly, and we didn't see a single one in the however many hours we were there. And I was quite disappointed about that. But anyways, going on to this, that's why we're building this. That's kind of why we ended up building a military base that trip to Lakenheath, because I was just like, I like planes. This was fun. Let's build something in Minecraft about it. So yeah, I started off by using lime terracotta in order to make the outline for the area. Yeah, it's kind of just a big space. That's kind of all there really is to it. I'm probably going to cut most of the footage in a minute because I don't really feel like Actually, no, maybe I will just talk over all of this. It'd probably just be easier. Basically, lots and lots of green. That's what the colour palette for this entire big build is going to be. Lots and lots of green, with maybe the exception of the barracks aren't going to be green. I think that'll be the one area that isn't. But yeah, everything else, for all intents and purposes, is just a big green blob. And that's what we're going with. Why? Because we can. I've just realised something I need to put on my little list of things to build. We want that side. And I need to write on running track, because people need to be able to go for a run. These are mostly just little bits that need to get thrown onto the build now. Yeah, I'm by no means anywhere near done with this. This was like the only other addition that there's been. I've got to go in. I've started marking more stuff out though, so that's good. I need to do a lot of terraforming next though, so whether or not you'll get another build like this in a week, I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, so I started off by putting in this office around the side. I think that one's the office. Basically, there's an office, a break room, a reception area, and then the dogs. And there's areas where you can like get kit and stuff from. Not that I've put anything in those chests. I really could not be bothered with doing that. That would be if I was to ever put this world into like a playable situation. Then yeah, sure, I would stock things like that. But I don't need to right now, and therefore I'm not going to bother. So yeah, that's that. I used dark green for the roof, mostly because I didn't want to just make it a box out of the same exact green the whole way around. I figured that's just a little bit boring. And as much as I guess, yeah, doing it all in green is boring, I want to still switch things up a little with it. And if maybe we'll do some stuff out of like green concrete at certain points, who knows. And when I say green concrete, I mean powdered concrete, because that has texture. I like the blocks when they have texture because they just look that bit better on a build. It's not just a box. I don't like when they just look like a box. Those saying that, half my builds do. Well done me. We're getting better. Yeah, there we go. So I added in skylights because I realised it's very dark in this building and I wanted there to be natural light as well as then going and lighting bits up with torches, and I think a few light blocks here and there for fun. I mostly only use light blocks if I need to fill like the middle of the room, or I don't want to put lights in, and it's a toss up of the two. I then also built a couple more areas for the dogs to be, and I haven't added any. Well, I added 2 dogs, but obviously each person would have to tame their own dog to be able to control them, so I have just done it as I've put 2 in, and maybe at some point I'll move in like other ones that I've tamed that are sat in various places across this Minecraft world and just go with that. But yeah, that's kind of the general like route this thing's going in. Added more torches, added more skylights. Yeah, I think that summarizes this build. I really want to go back to Lakenheath like some point relatively soon. Like that was so fun, even though it's a lot of waiting around. So you can't really go on weekends though, because otherwise odds are you're not going to see anything, because nothing's really going to fly on a weekend. You have to go on a working weekday, which kind of limits my options to Monday and Tuesday. And I generally would prefer to do like Mondays, because that then means I have the Tuesday to edit, as long as I'm not like working on college stuff, because I still have to edit my Lakenheath photos, and that was several weeks ago because I was during production and was like, I can't stop. I should have stopped, but did I? No. Why would I do that? Why would I let myself stop and do things that I want to do? Heaven forbid. Anyways, break room. I used Prismarine as a sofa again. And by again, I mean we've done this like 10 times already. I then went in, added signs onto things, and put in a little kitchen. It's just kind of like the general stuff that I figured you'd probably need in this kind of area. Lots of signs. Lots and lots and lots of signs. I don't know why I specifically did spruce wood. I really don't know. But I mean, I naturally gravitate towards it. It is my favourite one to use. So yeah, I then added areas you could sign in on the lecterns with a book and quill. Put in some chests. Don't really know what I intended those chests to be for. Heightened the iron bars on like the outside let the dogs play around area. It is admittedly like right off the end of a runway, but to be fair, this is Minecraft. We don't have jet planes. It's fine. Or at least that's what I'm telling myself. So yeah, added in that dog, and then I flew off to somewhere where I could get a different coloured dog. Sorry, yawning again. Oh, there we go. I got that colour. It took me a minute to get it back over because I kept flying too far and then stopping. Oh wow, my frame rate really did drop doing this. Oh well. Is what it is. I didn't want to fly the dog because I've done that before and it's not ended well. So yeah, then obviously the streets I could kind of just run through and then get past that little airport, swim across, and there we go, back to the island. I need to probably like do some sort of way of keeping people out. I put down different coloured carpets, I think, for like their beds, but if anyone has any other ideas of things that I can put in those rooms, do let me know. I'm open to ideas. I then for some reason decided to add a little paddling pool for the dogs because I thought that's cute and fun. Yeah, I think that summarises most of this video's build. So I hope if you have enjoyed my chaotic rambling of trying to explain why we're doing this, do subscribe. This happens twice a week. Absolute chaos. I'll be wrapping up Ghost Goes Places soon for the year, I imagine. Theoretically, I need to seriously get on it and finish editing all those videos. But yeah, I will see you all again soon. Goodbye, the internet.